Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing an evening clean with me. I don't want to say this is my cleaning routine because the house is usually not this disastrous, but sometimes things happen. I also had my nieces and nephews over this day, so it was a little crazy, but I hope you get a lot of cleaning motivation from this. And these are rooms that I do clean at the end of the day. I like to kind of make sure everything is picked up, and that way I'm not feeling overwhelmed in the morning. And the first thing I like to do when my house is this disastrous is clean out the dishwasher. I feel like I can't really do anything else until I do this. Sometimes it's already cleaned out and I just need to load it or start it, but that's just what I'm doing here. I'm going to clean out the dishwasher, unload all those dishes, put them away so I can load it back up, start it if I need to, and this way it's going to help with counter space. It's going to make the counter spaces not seem so messy because it's loaded up in the dishwasher, and then whatever doesn't fit in the dishwasher, I'm going to wash it. Even if I don't want to, even if there are dishes that can fit in the dishwasher, I don't want to wait until 2 hours when my dishwasher is done. I want to clean them and get them ready for the next day so that all I have to do is put them away. I guess I could leave some of them and just put them in the dishwasher in the morning, but that's just not how I roll. I have learn to leave clean dishes in the sink. It does not bother me to leave them the night before, and I just put them away quickly in the morning. But I don't like to have dirty dishes in the sink. If I've already done a load of dishes and I find more, then fine. But I do try to wash as many dishes as I can so that I just don't have that many dirty dishes the following day. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do here. And then afterwards, I am going to wipe down the counters and then do dishes. Typically, I would do dishes first, but a lot of times when my house is this disastrous, or at least my kitchen, I kind of like to start in one section of the kitchen and work my way over. I like kind of just having a plan and not feeling so overwhelmed, as sometimes that happens with a messy space. You feel so overwhelmed, so I kind of like to do it just section by section, or kind of working my way from one area to the next. And I don't know why I always like to start over here first and then work my way around. That's just what works for me, but obviously, do what works for yourself. So that's what I'm doing here, and then we're going to move on to mopping the floor. I had already swept it, but later on I do end up mopping it. I try to mop it 3 times a week. Sometimes it happens more with these floorings, but I would say typically I do it Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. But for this day, when I was filming, they just really needed that extra clean. And I do what I can when I have Elizabeth, but it's not always easy. I must say she does really well playing on her own, and I love that. I do enjoy playing with her, don't get me wrong, but I do think it's important for them to play by themselves. And then when she went to bed, I finished the rest, and that's just how you got to do it done. This was filmed on a Friday, and so I only get Richard until basically a little bit before 3, and then he leaves. He gets up at the same time as he usually would any of the other days because he still works that later time, but then they have him go in early on Fridays. So on top of it being a crazy day this day, I didn't have Richard's help in the afternoon. So obviously we did our best to clean when she was napping from the mess just from having so many kids at my house, but it does still get dirty throughout the day. You've got after dinner, things like that, and we had so much food in our fridge that I wanted to go through it as well and just make sure that I was using up what was in our fridge. So dinner tonight was kind of funny. It was just kind of a random kind of eat whatever you want kind of dinner. But yes, typically I do clean up by myself Monday to Friday, but it's not this disastrous. So this took me longer than planned. Obviously, I had to do it the majority of it when Elizabeth went to bed because I wasn't going to spend my entire evening with her cleaning the house. And then, like I said, the rest of it I did when she was sleeping. And it's weird because this is an evening routine, but it doesn't feel like it because it doesn't get dark till I don't even know, way after 9 p.m. So it's just really weird that it's sunlight, but this is technically an evening routine. And then this was filmed on a Friday, so I cleaned the microwave and the fridge and the stove on Friday, or the oven I should say, and then I also do the upstairs bathroom, but I do the upstairs bathroom while she's napping. Obviously once I go back to work, things will change and I'll find a new schedule. I mean, I can go back to my old schedule, but I feel like too, when she's older and now that she's playing better on her own, I can do things here and there, and sometimes it's just good to switch up your routine. So I'll probably be doing an updated routine for you guys once I go back to work, but since being in quarantine, I try to pick one chore that I typically do in a day while she's napping, and that seems to help. I didn't get around to doing the fridge, but I will try to do that on Sunday. I'm doing this voiceover on Saturday, and that's not happening. I did not get to clean the fridge, but Saturdays are just crazy for me when it comes to when she's napping, because I'm getting groceries for myself and my parents and dropping them off. They're still not going to grocery stores, so I drop them off for them. And yeah, it basically takes up my entire the entire time she's napping. So tomorrow is Sunday, which is Father's Day. When you see this video will be coming out on Wednesday, so it's going to be a little more of a chill day, and so on when she's napping, I can get the fridge cleaned. So it will get done. It's just not getting done yet. Sometimes you kind of have to change things up. But yeah, I try to do something like all my once a week tasks. I do them once a day. I used to do them all on one day, but it's just too much now being a parent. So a little bit every day, and that works for me. And then the cleaning products I'm using in this video as well are my Mrs. Meyer's Lavender Multi-Surface Spray, and then I'm also using my Mr. Weiner's, I hope I'm saying that, glass top and stove cleaner. I love this for any little messes, whether it be boiling water, pasta sauce, any little crud you have on your stovetop. It works so good to get it off. And then I use my Valletta glass top sponge. It's got a rough side and a smooth side, so I use the rough side just to kind of get all this gunk that is caked on, and then I'll use my other side to wipe. And then I like to get a rag and wipe it down, kind of rinse out the soap, and then I go in with my multi-surface spray and I spray it over top. That's just what works for me. I don't know, do whatever works for you, but like I said, that's just what works for me. And I know I'm not the only person that feels the same way, because I watch a lot of cleaning videos and they all say the same thing. But when my kitchen is clean, I just feel so much better. It doesn't matter if every other room is disgusting and a mess. If my kitchen is clean, I feel so much better. So I always like to work on the main floor first, because that's the floor that we are in the most. It's got high traffic, and it just makes me feel so much better when that space is clean. And then I work on the basement. Our upstairs never really gets that messy. That's where the bedrooms are, and it's kind of nice that I have one floor that only needs a 5-minute tidy, and that's it. The only thing I do upstairs is I'll make the beds and just tidy up the bathroom, put toothbrushes away if needed, and put away laundry. So it really doesn't take that long. And then you're also noticing here I have my headphones in. I love these Bluetooth headphones. I will link them down below, but they're from Amazon, and I only paid $50 for them, and they're amazing. And I also have my favorite slippers on. They are from Mark's Warehouse. If I can find them, I'll link them down below. If not, I will link something similar. But this is the only way I can be super productive in my cleaning. It's kind of like a workout, right? You've got your good running shoes on, you probably got your headphones on, maybe some water, and then you're ready to go. I just find when I have headphones on, I can focus more, and I'm not as distracted. I don't know. That's just me. Let me know if you clean with headphones on in the comments down below, and if you have to have some sort of footwear on. I just feel more productive this way. And I will also leave my video down sharing you guys the tips I use for a productive like cleaning day. So it's kind of like a video where I just share like my advice and what works for me to help me stay motivated when cleaning. So like I said, I'll leave it down below, and this way you guys can use it if you're looking for new ways to stay motivated when cleaning. And typically I don't have this much laundry to do, but like I said, I had the kids over and they were playing in Elizabeth's kiddie pool, so I did a load of towels because everybody had a towel. And then my niece borrowed some clothes from me because she didn't have a bathing suit, so I just had her wear some of my old clothes that she could wear. So I did an extra load of laundry this day, and then obviously I wanted to make sure that there was no like lint in my dryer, so I took that out, and then I'm gonna throw in my actual laundry for the day. So typically we do one load a day, and that seems to really help with us. We do cloth diapers, so that's one of the reasons why we do a load of laundry a day. And just in general, like we've got clothes, towels, things to wash, so I just find a load of day helps us stay on top of things. Even if it doesn't get folded, at least if it gets done. I always say, as long as your dishwasher, if your dishwasher is loaded and started, and you know you've got your clothes in your washer and they're hung up or they're in the dryer, like you're doing good. So now we're on the final stretch of this video. I'm just tidying up her playroom. I usually do have her help me clean up, but like I said, today was just a crazy day with her cousins and I just let it slide. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on Sunday for another video. Bye guys.